Yeah, I do deserve to finish a run on this national holiday, Cat Cantaloupe. This most sacred of holidays, 6-9. Corpse Sit trailer. So this is the thing about, like, this is a decent spot to be in terms of where I'm at with the game right now, and for why I'm doing runs. Because, like, generally, okay, hold on. I doubt that works. What? Yo, clip that! I'm still the god at that! Let's go! Somebody clip that. I'm weirdly good at those sorts of things. With that specifically. I don't know why. I've done that like half a dozen times. Yo! I love when that happens. Alright, this run's blessed. Love that. I kind of want to, like, I could probably ride that energy for a high for a while. That's just fun when that happens. I love that shit. Thank you both. I appreciate it. That's neat. I like when Twitch makes changes that make sense. Like, that's just effectively alt text. It's captioning for people who may have, like, hearing disabilities. W Twitch. A rare Twitch W. Yes, Oaklov, that's exactly it. Yo, Lord of Bones. They fixed the clip system so it's not stupid slow yet. No, it still breaks browsers, at least, yeah. Like John said, Firefox. But let's be real. Who doesn't use Firefox? Hopefully you're doing well, Lord of Bones.
Hey!
I am sorry that you are incapable of sleeping. Alright, not like an 18 plan. Link as a Cucko would have been lit. You can probably also do that in Ocarina of Time Randomizer. I'm doing pretty well. I'm now riding a high of doing something that I really shouldn't have. And not getting punished. Hi, Momo. How are you doing? Also, hey, Nux. Tons of people are still using Chrome. Dares use Chrome. Oh, Momo, I think I literally have that disabled right now. I thought that I disabled it on Twitch, too. That's my bad. Yeah, you'll get a refund, don't worry. Is there a mod that can do that sooner than an eternity from now? Oh, it's phase 1. Oh. Thank you for making it up to me, Bo. Yeah, German's fastest for this. Chrome is cringe. Chrome is very cringe. But yeah, Firefox isn't the greatest thing in the world. Firefox just doesn't destroy your fucking RAM. Doesn't eat RAM like it's a goddamn... I don't know. I don't know why the thing that came to mind was Fig Newton, but it was. Like, it's a goddamn Fig Newton, I guess. I'm not a fan of Brave Browser, personally. Yeah, because it's Chromium. But like, it's fine. Well, I don't know about, like, the least irritating, because otherwise everyone would use it. Right? What are the ethical reasons against Brave? Send me the article. Why was I counting out loud that time? I usually don't do that counting out loud. I do always count like that. Yeah, no, I literally always count like that, Cat Cantaloupe. You can actually see me, like, mouthing it, usually. I'll be real, I was going to try to just read the headline, and this is a headline that just says, "Stop using Brave Browser." It's very to the point. Yes, it has already been noted that the leftening is continuing. I'm not surprised, because the things that I did to remedy it were notice that it's a thing and go, ah. And then that was it. Was I not in the call when you talked about that? No, probably not. Was that today? Because remember, I was in call today for about 30 minutes. While we watched not the entire direct, and then I went to work. And then I was at work. And then I got home. And, like, did the dishes. Ate and did the dishes. I forgot about the eating part for some reason. And then I started streaming. It was last night, I see. Presumably, John, it's just like the actual monitor pivoting on its axis. Like, it's the actual stand pivoting from, like, minor vibrations. And settling to, like, a steady state somewhere. Yo, EJ. Thank you for the raid. How were runs today? What are you up to? Yo, CGF, thank you for the gulak. Bleh! EJ, I don't know what that cat emote is, but it's very aggressive. Dope. Ripped and died. I'm gonna guess it was... Where would you trip and die in Windbreaker? Wind Temple. Go Wind Temple. Cat Smash. Cat Smash is badass. Yeah, it's a very divisive emote. Yeah, well, so the base is also, like, a circular... It's, like, it is a circle, right? Or I guess a disc. So it rotating on that is relatively clear that it's just going to be very rotational. Yo, Shup. Shup, do you mind shouting out my boy EJ125? He deserves the credit. That man deserves more credit than I can give. He also deserves a check for $1 million. Hugo, get the fuck in the right spot right now, you little... silly Billy. Okay, I could have gone on that one. Ready? Go. You go. Alright, fair enough. We're in Farron. Here's my opinion on the OOT remake. Okay. I will say this again. We saw nothing. Actually, we were, like, tearing apart the fucking single frame that exists. And John was like, Yeah, well, they're not true to the original story because, you know, the Triforce shouldn't be out of the Sacred Realm yet, and that is a good point. And Link's arm does glow gold, which would imply that the Triforce is out of the Sacred Realm, which is already a problem. Now that said, that is the most fucking nitpicky thing on the planet. My actual takeaway, though, this was my genuine reaction to looking at that. Other than going, neat, Ocarina Remake was, true rumor, is going, why the fuck does Link's tunic look like Luigi's overalls? It does! Yo, Comics, how are you doing? You can't convince me otherwise. He's just cosplaying Luigi. Were you a fan of the Nintendo Direct? Right, you're a fucking Kingdom Hearts guy. Comics is a Kingdom Hearts head, so he's definitely happy. Do you legitimately believe he's not wearing pants, Lingon? Rhythm Heaven looked cool. Okay. Them starting out with Rhythm Heaven, I was like, okay, Rhythm Heaven's not really for me. And then I saw that there's like a rhythm-based RPG thing, and now I want a rhythm-based JRPG. Like, where you attack to a rhythm, I would actually probably like that quite a bit. What the fuck? That's such bullshit! Yeah, basically, John. There we go. Oh yeah, in like the original, he's just wearing a tunic, no pants. That I'm not debating. Yo, Etchy streaking. Etchy, Kingdom Hearts 4. Are you ready for the Final Fantasy 16 arc? You're talking about Crypt of the Necrodancer, probably, at, Shop. And there's also, like, Cadence of Hyrule and stuff. Underarena of Water. Or Underarena of Where? But I don't know how I read water. Hell yeah, Etchy. There's gonna be a Final Fantasy 16 segment that has Clive and Dion, and they're gonna make out sloppy style. Happy Pride, everybody. Yeah, it will save gaming. They had the opportunity in Final Fantasy 16, and they didn't go for it. They just made it, like, very heavy-handed in, like, the implication. Oh yeah, the mouse click thing for, like, Switch Sports. That'd be cool. Switch Sports Resort. Indivisible? Is that, like, the JRPG that has, rhythm elements? Is that what you're talking about, Chuck? I'm gonna look into that. You know what was something that I looked into not that long ago? Sorry, I just died a little bit inside. Cadence of Hyrule speedruns. Because I was interested in seeing how it incorporated the rhythm elements into, like, the speedrun. And I'm not really sure it did. Which is a little sad. But, something that I thought was really cool about it is that it's actually a very glitched run. Like, it heavily abuses going out of bounds. I was like, neat. And then it's like a 15-minute any percent, which, eh. But I could see it being interesting. Cadence of Hyrule was one that I enjoyed, like, a little bit, and then I didn't play too much of, and I probably could get back into pretty easily in the speedrun context. So that could be neat. Like, I was genuinely a little upset that it didn't appear to incorporate rhythm aspects as much as I was hoping. But that was kind of my take on it. Yo, Mug. Hello, hello. Thank you for the golf. How are you doing today? Hopefully you had a fantastic day. Hopefully you continue to have a fantastic day as well. Waiting for more Melty Blood news. There's the new Melty Blood. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, John. For what, like, Wii Sports was. Well, Wii Sports was that, and then they made Wii Sports Resort, right? Alright, this isn't the greatest run in the world, but, like, we're past the beginning bullshit. I say as though this is actually the end of the beginning when it really isn't. It's just, like, the point at which there isn't some fuckery happening. Twilumina. Yeah, Skyward Sword HD had a decent bit for the motion controls. I never... Okay, so I got Skyward Sword HD, and I fucking, like... I don't know if you can actually see it in the camera because of the leftening, but... So I have this fucking thing. Guess what I've never actually tried playing? The reason to have this thing. Arguably, you didn't miss much. I mean, it's Skyward Sword, right? I've played Skyward Sword before. Let me be completely clear here. I have played Skyward Sword multiple times. It's actually one of the only games that I've done, like, a 100% playthrough of. I don't normally hundo things, but Skyward Sword, I did New Game Plus and also hundoed New Game Plus. I had, like, way more fun than most people did with Skyward Sword, I feel like. Yes, exactly, Lord of Bones. There was, what other games were there? Oh, Galaxy 2? Okay, I never had Galaxy 2 as a kid. I've also never played Galaxy 2. Period. Like, I've never played it. Nice. Yeah, TP Wii probably would have been a lot better with the Motion Plus stuff. But also, TP was, of course, a launch title. Alright, Forest Bits. Nice. First try, Forest Bit is weirdly annoying for me lately. Yo, Stakaro, congrats on being a mod for a single year. Thank you for the golf. Nice hand with a face. Thank you for being a dutiful moderator for the past year. You're doing well. Ahoy, ahoy, Alatrius. It's been a minute. How have you been? How's the run? I mean, I'm derusting stuff for Wolf Dash, so it's like kind of bleh, but a fine enough run, I guess. Twitch sure is Twitch. Yeah, it was literally developed for GameCube. Oh yeah, I guess, like, when the OOT stuff happens, because I'm going to be playing more OOT, obviously, the bongo emote's going to be more relevant. I love the bongo emote, it's just not one that has very many uses. Most of the pools races happen while you're at work, and that makes you sad. There is another one that is also likely while you're at work. It's like, hey. Yeah, sure, Etchy, that one. And then there's another one on Sunday. Those are the two pools left. Yo, smartasses, and hey, Manicotti. Thank you for the golf, Manicotti, and it's going pretty good, smartasses. How are you doing? You're doing well today. Yes, everybody, please hydrate and food yourselves. Take care of yourself if you must. Thank you for the well wishes on this sacred holiday. Is that an emote of someone shaking an Espeon? That is exactly what that is. Fuck yeah. Yo, Moist, thank you for the good luck. King. How's it going today, King? Or it always makes you act up, what? Because the Fairy of the Winds is in the boomerang and then shuts up for the rest of the game? Am I winning? It's D-Rust. I'm probably a decent bit behind my PB, but I don't really care. We're D-Rusting and having a good time. Nice. Also, Waddle, how are you doing? It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Good luck with the final shop. In 2.5 hours. You're gonna crush it. Thank you for the luck. I don't know about that, smartasses. And I can't check because I can't read the German text. Oh no. Now how will you guys know what I'm doing behind the unparking? Yeah, I guess in terms of, like, am I enjoying de-rusting the game? I guess in that sense I'm winning. I'm winning at life because I'm having fun. I'm gonna go to law school, holy. Best of luck with law school, Waddle. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh god. Analog glitch. That's a lot to make remakes elite. Why would you do such a thing, Etchy? I almost actually went to North Farron. Like you're supposed to. I don't know why I almost did that. I think it would be funnier than the first time I saw him parking. I thought it was a live feed from out your window. That would be the most wild thing. Is just somewhat, like, an option to show the parking lot of my apartment. That would be hilarious, actually. It would also dox me, but it would be hilarious. Thought the same. Wonder how many people think that. It's gonna work. It's fine. Yo, GG Monk. Ooh, sub 30. Let's go. Yeah, no, I still think unparking is hilarious. Hot damn, GG Monk. Excuse you. I thought I was long enough to just an attack. Nope, I'm through. I didn't think I was going to get through. Nope. I fear you may be correct, Alatrius. Oh, right, Switch 2 edition thing from today. I forgot that that was active today. Xenoblade Chronicles, John. The Switch 2 edition added a literal bike. I actually probably will go back to AMQ, it's just also Wolf Dash season. Like, genuinely, this year I will almost definitely go back to running OOT. And not just the Switch 2 one, like beforehand. Fuck. It's time that I get sub 4 in LAMQ. OT3D. No. Well, I won't say no. But, like, it's not what I'm referring to in this moment. OT3D with a capital D? Yeah, maybe. I would have a lot of relearning to do for, OT. Like, the main thing would... is it really relearning? I mean, I did know a couple of things. I feel like most of it would just be learning, though. Early. Yeah, that's what Glamqua is, Moist. Glitchless AMQ, glitchless all main quests. AKA glitchless, but doesn't do things like skip dungeons. I would theoretically do runs on, like, fucking Faster Quest for a bit, probably. I don't think Faster Quest changes anything for AMQ. Other than, like, it just saves, like, an hour. That is probably still what my splits say. Because it's been that long. It probably just still says 90% restricted. Yo, sleep well, Lord of Bones. I mean, I would have had to have changed it, too. Because I haven't run that. Like, I would have had to have manually changed it. Because I haven't run the category since that change was made. I'm not saying it's impossible, because I've definitely thought about going back a few times. I could easily be gaslit in either direction. When you say open world, do you just mean, like, being able to go to any dungeon? The wild open world. Yeah, and it is something I could see them doing. Yeah, we just don't know. But it's gonna be OOT. I'm going to have fun with it, for sure. Yeah, I mean, we were, like, talking about the possibility of Final Fantasy VII Remake style changes being made earlier. Becoming open world a la Breath of the Wild is absolutely a possibility. I also hope they add a penis editor question mark. That was almost bad. But you want a corkscrew penis editor? Etchy, are you ready for my playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake next year? In very likely the Variety VC. Why did I almost do that? I'll tell you why I almost did that stupid mistake that I almost made. It's because I was reading, "At the Glubbers, would you give Donald Duck a veiny cock, do you think?" Brandino, what kind of question is that? Of course I would. Oh, Etchy, I have literally never played Final Fantasy VII. I'm starting out with the old one and then playing each remake part. It's going to take me half the year. Any ornithologists in chat? That'd be dope. Yeah, because for some reason... the original game is pre-required, or prerequisite learning to playing the remake. Yeah, that is an actual thing. I don't know the details of it, but I've been told by multiple people that there are references within Final Fantasy VII Remake. Not just references, like pivotal things, story elements, that expect you to know something from the original. that, like, makes sense under the context of having played the original. Along with a fuck ton of references, of course. Yeah, it's like much more of a reimagining than anything, right? Revisit. Get fucking tier. Yes, yeah. It's still just an interesting choice, though, Chew. I'm thinking about doing Final Fantasy VII, like the original one, somewhat soon, so that I'm not just like, alright, time to play Final Fantasy VII again, when I decide to play the remake. I am interesting. You realize how that is itself interesting, right, Chew? Alright, fuck. Yo, Nick, why would you curl the monkey's paw? Oh god, we're not talking about interesting numbers, are we? Talking about interesting numbers is such a fucking trap. $69 is indeed interesting. Anybody says 6'7", I'm going to break them over my knee, break their spine over my knee like a... No. Get on my knee. It's time for spine snapping. Okay, but 1/7 isn't 7. One of your things about 7 is not about 7. They could have done a better job making 6. Like, 6 is just whatever, you know? That's my take. I'm not convinced there are any numbers past 4. No, they're all government psyops. Hello, Glovers. It is I, Just a Gamer John, here to announce myself. Hello, Just a Gamer John. Welcome to my, the Glovers, live stream. I hope that you are doing well today. How are you? Wave left. Wave right. Although I guess for you guys that would be mirrored because my camera's mirrored. Don't forget -1/12 club.
What do you want?
Yo, Elf, thank you for the tier 1 for 13 months and flipping me off for not killing you. -1/12 is just infinity. I mean, yeah, I guess. But I appreciate the support, Elf. How have you been? How is everything going? Hopefully everything's been going well for you. I arrived in Clubber's chat in a daze. As I narrate my post, I decided not to respond to Clubber's introduction. Instead, I decided not to, as I am a scaredy pants. Just a gamer. Oh, the jump slash cancels for the stun lock. Are you playing on an English route or a Japanese route? English? So you need to do 40, is that right? Am I remembering OTMM correctly? I don't know why I just tried to equip. If Kokiri 20. Ah. 40 for crouch stabs, okay. You thought. Okay. That was an interesting lily pad bugs. They just kind of did that. Not very many rupees this run. The fuck? Okay, well, it wasn't that many. Now it's a decent number. What rupees do I get for the rest of the run? I'm going to get a guaranteed blue in Arbiters. I'm getting 2 more yellows. That'll put me at 76. There's a blue that I can get in Arbiters. Yeah, my rupee rat's done. I don't need to grab any rupees anymore. The 50 is the magic number. I bet 50 is the magic number in any percent. It's not like fucking all dungeons that requires you to do like 4 calculations to get, I think it's 75? I think? Actually, it would have changed with Pogate Clip. Fuck. Yeah, exactly, John. And you sell your bombs back immediately. So you have a 120 rupee, like, threshold that you need to hit before that. But then you get 45 back. And what it ends up being is that you end up having, like, the amount that you have, you need to, like, do the math on the amount to have before you get the bomb bag, which then has, like, a calculation to getting to what it is. It's 65 because it's a 55 remaining. Well, it costs 120, John. I meant to say 75. It costs 120 rupees. Yo, Liz. Oh, you mean 55 remaining to... Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, 55 remaining to get to the 100 to then go and get the silver. I was like, that 55 is significant. But yeah, you need to, like, do that track. So if you're 55 over 120 and 55 over 120, not literally, like, not division, is so it's 175, but you have 2 guaranteed purples in BM. So that's why it's 75. That's why the number is 75. That is a relatively true statement about numbers. Liz, I'm glad that you're feeling T-Rex tonight. I am doing alright myself. Kind of just chilling, doing a run. Gonna be whatever it's gonna be. Run has already lost a minute to failing Gorge Void, or more than that, because it's just a rough segment that I didn't do very well on. And, failing Wolf Bomb, I'll skip the non-limb all the way. Finally seeing things pay off that have taken much time. That's a positive busy, at least. I'm happy for you. I mean, if you look at, like, the old any percent, pre-barrier skip any percent, John, that absolutely has rupee routing. Holy fuck, Begwan Angel? He is risen. Ascend, Begwan! Genuinely, like, if I went back to Wind Waker, the pre-barrier skip any percent route is something that would be interesting to me, I feel like. Which is an awful statement. Why do I keep being interested by 4-hour runs? Why is that my niche, is runs that are just, like, middling in length and on the longer side of middling? Because you like gameplay? Oh, that's true. Not every run has gameplays that long, though. Like, I like, Jesus Christ, that was awkward. I like Minish Cap any percent, and Minish Cap any percent skips 0 dungeons, but it's an hour and a half, right? It is also 2D Zelda, that's true. I mean, Echoes of Wisdom all dungeons is like an hour 40. All dungeons restricted is like 220, and that is the better category there. I guess there's a similar thing true about, Link Between Worlds. Who's Begwan now? No, Begwan is the emote, John. Begwan is an emote. That's all. Woo, indeed, Brandino. Nice. Joshua_P. Joshua_P. The trick that is a single frame and saves 0 frames. It also loses 0 frames. It's a frame-perfect swag strat. The double hearts there were terrifying. The hardest carried by hype moments and or. Are we talking true any percent, or are we talking, like, do things like any percent NMG in Majora's Mask count? Because we're talking true any percent, I think it's just Breath of the Wild. It has a high density of hype moments and aura. It is also a flight simulator. That is also a true statement. I think basically every category in Breath of the Wild is a flight sim of some kind. I don't think that you've made an incorrect statement just because there are other correct statements that fill the same general statement. Okay, hold on. Nice. What do you say is the chillest any percent? Ocarina. Ocarina is actually very relaxing. If we're talking true any percent, it's genuinely relaxing to do. Well, so that too, Cloud, but also, like, none of the tricks are precise. You can just kind of do it, and it's like, yeah, 5 minutes long, and you just go and do something pretty... Yeah, exactly. Low cortisol is a good way to put it. Exactly. Eh. Nice sword flourish. Although I feel like that trick is, like, absolutely aura. That saves, like, 2 seconds. How did I grab a ledge there? Goddamn. Like, Wormhole is just badass. Even got a badass name. Nice, Snail. Thank you for the Gluck. I hit the E button? There's one left. How are you doing, Snail? Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, Skyward Sword is like an hour and 7 minutes of a computer science class, basically. Have a wonderful night, Liz. Thank you for stopping in and your look. Get some good sleep. Full Glad to hear it, Snail. Are you getting ready for your Solar Ash speedrun at Summer Games Done Quick 2025? I don't know why I didn't roll, but it did go over there. Wait, do you have a frog pet Fox Longus? Nope. Well, if you're able to sleep at 6 a.m., I do recommend sleeping at some point that you're done. Alright, eel time. The sound of my PB. This is one of those runs that, like, will likely actually PB, but it's not going to feel like a best because this feels very D-rusty. There's just that much time saved for me. I say as I can kill the run right here. It is very possible to run this right here. fucking pride. I saw that. Nice. Hell yeah, enjoy the practice, Snail. Thank you for the luck, Glan. Glan, how have you been enjoying Mina? No spoilers, because I'm still playing it casually, but I've seen that you've been doing runs of it. Are you enjoying the run? Hey, Bacon. Is this the run? Sure. I guess. It is also THE's run. That's a good point. Oh, is it hard as fuck? I'm not surprised if it's hard as fuck. Mina is just generally a hard game. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. Yeah, we're on our way to the Midna store, as Sparkle would say. Gotta get our Midna fixed. I called in and they're expecting a repair. Got their top tech on. Proud that this split got renamed to Midna's Giant Creepy Hand Hair. Nice. Nice Louise glitch. What do you mean, Snail? We're getting old, you and I. Our bones are decrepit. Oh yeah, I was kind of feeling that way for a little bit. That's part of why I took a break from them. I probably should have taken a longer break, but I also wanted to do the tournament. What the shit? How do you get analog glitch there? I was actively turning the stick. Alright. Hate that. I legitimately have never seen analog glitch there. Go right. I think I also fell during the Wolf Dash race. Don't get me wrong, this run is... Again, this run will likely PB unless something very silly happens, right? That said, this run is not good by my standards at all. Not even that good by, like, B-Rust standards. It's just, like, okay for a random run on a Tuesday. Right halfway through, though. I think I've finally figured out a cue for that guy. The second one. Or sorry, the first one. The second one's always been fine for me. Although, now that I've said that, I will probably fail the second one somehow. No spurt. Okay, I would attempt this. This would be cool.
What have you aimed?
Is the tournament happening? I already had my pools race. My next race is being scheduled currently. For games like this where the tournament, where like the run is so long, our tournament's kind of just in the summer. So we're in the pool stage right now. So what I said in chat for some of the people who were here while I was doing my run with no mic, because they need clean audio for the restream. So I said that I will at minimum be doing 2 more races. Because I got 3rd in that race, I actually have at minimum 3 more that I'm doing. The one that's being scheduled right now, and then 2 in whatever bracket I end up in. And that at minimum is like assuming I go 0-2 then. Which hopefully I don't. yeah, that means that the one that we're scheduling right now will likely be a week from Friday. And then scheduled roughly weekly after that. So it's like at least another month of Twilight Princess. Potentially more if I just want to get better times. I'm trying to approach my practice a little bit differently. I would say that so far, the way that I'm approaching my practice differently has gone well. Notably, like, for a number of things, I'm not the most rusty. It's a lot of just, like, how I actually control the game that is rusty, rather than, like, failing a million tricks, right? Which is still rust, right? And that needs to be gotten rid of, and it can be gotten rid of. It's just flat, right? Instead of, like, failing tricks. And I don't really know the best way to remove rust for game feel other than just playing. That is like my general idea there. Yo! Zeta, thank you for the raid. How was your stream, dude? Hopefully everything's going well. Hey, Ecstatic Panic. Awesome name. Welcome on in. Hopefully your stream went well. And Lay, thank you for the GLHFF. I will have twice the fun thanks to you. Thank you for the tier 1 for 10 months. I appreciate the support. If you're heading to bed and getting sleepy, go get some good sleep. You have a wonderful night. Thank you for stopping in. If you're sticking around, how are you doing? And yo, Overlord Chameleon and Zeta. Zeta, what were you up to tonight? Hopefully whatever you were up to was fun. Ender Lilies. The quietest of the nights. I've never played that game, but I've heard of it. Schneeberge. I have been to Schneeberge, though. Living like Larry? Aw, hell yeah. Am I too far back? I don't really remember that episode. That episode was a little after my time, but I am aware of that thing. I'm living like Squidward because I'm all out of money. Let's see. I hope you find more money. Question mark? Question mark, exclamation point. What? I jumped! What the fuck? Okay. Lock in. This is Okay. We will lock the fuck in. Sorry, during snowboarding, I have to, like, pay attention to a ton of different cues, because we're doing it without the ability to see the actual area. You gotta pay attention, like, constantly during this part. AKA, no chat during this part. No texting and driving. Welcome back. Play nice. I don't know what that is. Upside down in Tarobang? Zeta. Okay. What holiday is... Oh my god! I hate that I just did that. Okay, hold on. It is June 9th. That is the holiday. Can I do that trick properly in a run? Even a hard trick. Everybody say nice. June 9th holiday edition. Where are your biggest time saves against PB? A free 7 minutes in Arbiter's Grounds as long as I don't fail a relatively easy trick. And a relatively free minute-ish in City. Plus the fact that my PB loses over a minute on that segment. Those are largely the time saves. Nope. My any percent PB is like a year old. Yo, Ninja Trunks. How's it going, dude? Hope you're doing well. I did, in fact, see the direct today, yes. No, it's, I don't run this game often these days. Anyone can be a true Blubbers fan and have seen any amount of Twilight Princess from me. Except for me. If I didn't know when my PV was, I think that that would be a little silly. I guess it's possible. He's like, I don't fucking remember anymore. It's a 256. Here's the 18.5-second ladder. I'm gonna drink water about it. I like looking into the camera when I start drinking water because, like, the angle at which I grab the water bottle changes what stickers are visible. And right there, that was the Uline 2025 delivery schedule. One of my favorite stickers on this water bottle.
What might what be?
Yeah, when I was at my last job, the head of logistics sat across from me, and he just kind of had this stack of Uline 2025 delivery schedules, and I was like, oh hey, what are those? Because I needed something to write on, and he was just like, oh yeah, you can have one. They're stickers, though, and I was like, what? What do you mean they're stickers? And then I, instead of writing on it, put it on my water bottle, because it was a sticker.
It was
Yeah, I did see the Direct today. I'm excited for the OOT stuff. Like, I'm excited to see what comes of it. We got very little, of course. The fact that it's a 2026 release date is pretty nice. I'll definitely be playing some OOT beforehand, is what I've been saying a fair bit today. Be doing some, like, AMQ stuff. Yo, Mid? Mid, when's your, pool race? Thank you for the luck, by the way. Welcome to a relatively bad speedrun. This Saturday. Good luck, good luck. I believe that the second place out of your pool is who I may end up facing depending on my placement in my X race. I vaguely remember seeing your name. So what I'm saying is, can you get second, please?
what end does it need?
If I get second, I'm against Sparkle, that's true. Sparkle, if I get second, can we schedule it during SGDQ and get a crowd going? That would be fucking fantastic if we could do that.
Your cup is
How was your no reset earlier, dude? I was there for a little bit. Died right here. I will attempt to not do that. I got revenge for you. AB pulls. Alright, I'm ready for my free asterisk 7 minutes of time save. What is this emote? I have no clue, but just looking at it, it seems like something that someone would have added. That was the most nothing statement I could have made, actually. What is that emote? Good boy? What the fuck is that emote? That is not what I thought it was by hovering over it. I'm sorry for waking you up, Liz. Blub would make sense. Blub or Shup, either of them. Okay. Locked status. In. We have a few things to do here. And the last one is the hardest, being Stallard Skip. Okay, one down. Grab this rupee. Grab that on the way back. Alright, and this is the part that's pretty easy, but I keep failing lately. We do have normal emotes here, that is true. Okay. Open the door. That was one thing that I was worried about. I'm gonna kill Stallard. Kill Death Sword here. What do you mean by that, Ninja Trunks? Clockwise or counterclockwise? Counterclockwise. They did indeed put a dude with a green hat in Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Very astute observation. I'm surprised that didn't immediately attach. Pinging the TP Discord. Oh no. They're gonna tell me why I'm bad. What the f- I hit the B button? Ping this. Let's grab, I guess. What's up, Moon? Thank you for the hygiene. How are you doing? Fuck, that was almost bad. When did I do Wind Waker last? PAX West last year. So yes, that was the last year. PAX West 2025, I did no MSS. That is an accurate statement. So, like 10 months ago or so. It does indeed feel like you're on an adventure to go save someone named Zelda. Call it Zelda's Adventure. Oh shit, Moonlit? That's no bueno. Even negative bueno. It removes bueno. Alright. Hard trick. See you guys on the other side. What the fuck happened there? That's the fucking... Yup! What the fuck was that? Hey! No! Fuck you, dude! Why is this what I'm failing? Oh my god. Alright, my run's, like, dead. I have not had this as a fuck-up. This has genuinely never been a fuck-up for me. Jesus Christ. Classic finding new ways to fuck things up in mid-run. Dude, Stallard, you're in the annoying spots. Fuck off. Dude. That was garbage. That was so fucking garbage, dude. Fuck that. What do you mean I was just messing up the random shit in the beginning? How does that even happen? Fuck that shit, dude. Yeah, I don't know either, Moonlit. Brother in Christ, I'm pissed. I should have a free fucking PB. Not whatever this is. I also hate that I still have a free PB, by the way. I just lost like 3 fucking minutes on Stallard skip. Or whatever just happened. But yeah, that is the new method. Also, what's up, Miguel? Thank you for the luck. It uses 0 explosives, and it's slightly faster. I mean, so this method of Lord Skip isn't that bad, and that's why it's infuriating mid. Also, yo, Bowser. That was just free for next time? No, that's the harder trick. It's better than it used to be, but it's still hard. Yo, sorry for waking you up, Liz. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for the luck. At work? Sorry, dude. Fucking capitalism, you know? Yeah, there's a lot of time save in this that will probably PB. And in my state, I'm probably not gonna... I'm gonna assume that I can get like a 50 E, 50... Like, this is derusting. I'm not going to kid myself and think that I can not lose time. I'm going to assume that in the next hour I lose like 2 minutes. That just makes sense. Around your phone before zoning out audio only cringe back into combo. Alright. Being upset over. We go back to fucking being the best person. You left this water here. It's called a pool. Have you ever been to one? Therefore swimming in. As you can tell by the cloudiness in the area, I guess it's more like steam. It's probably actually just clouds, but I'm gonna pretend that it's steam for a moment and say that it's like a fucking hot spring. Taxes at this pool? So true. Don't know what the fuck joke that is, but so true.
What does that mean?
I mean, it is the city in the sky, not the private community in the sky. I'm gonna need to swap Claw back to X when I equip Ring again. Which is fine, I just need to remember to do it. 'Cause my habit for doing TDC involves hitting I first, and Ring needs to go first because of the turnaround stuff. What? I have never made that mistake before. That's a new one. This is what I mean by, like, this is not a real PB. Even if it's going to be literally a PB, I don't want to count it. It's really fucking stupid. No, because even bad PBs, I like having about. What the fuck was that analog? Yeah, good to see you, Miguel. Good luck with work. Open the... Gated community pool. That's still taxed? That'd still be a taxed pool. Right, laggy as shit time. I am also unsure of how gated communities work. That wasn't actually slow. That was a little bit slow. be rough. Yo, more. Thank you for the luck. How are you doing, dude? Hope you're doing well. Oh, shit. Alright, that was slow. I don't know how long the ad is going to go for, but I will wait. I have a boss to fight anyways. Are you going to join the US Air Force, Teabag? You didn't get conscripted? Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to turn into an American for a second there. Yo, hey, more. Thank you for the luck. How are you doing? How is Kirby and the Crystal Shards been treating you? And the MM Hundo if a cat would stop being on your lap. Oh, hell yeah. I did not PB in Vex Notes. Pokemon Champions. So you've got me beat there. This is yet another wrath where I told Variety at one point she can probably get... She's probably one of the only people that can get me to do not a speedrun or not a Zelda speedrun for an event, and I would say yes. And she has since had me do first a repo race thing, and now I'm just kind of playing Pokemon? You know, she took that statement to heart. Yeah, like VGC. Like, she's having me play VGC. Not, like, speedrun a Pokemon game. That is something I have never done, though I do know plenty of people that do. Cloud, I will let that one go because it's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. What is your NMG PB? Is it like a 116? Good luck with your mark. Right, you are playing Fortnite. I forgot about that. Actually, you know what? You get that one because you're playing fucking Fortnite. Aren't you playing, like, PvE Fortnite, too? Hey, Orion. Are you exploding? You and Oliver, CJ, and Squidward. I don't know who to vote for.
This wood can be
Oh my god. You're gonna be, like, on a trip? What the fuck? Okay, the free time save is over. Now it's just rusty gameplay from here to the end.
bring that one.
Date night was finally watching 1,000 Year Blood War. Oh. Hope that you had fun with that. I've never been a Bleach person. I'll be real, I thought 1,000 Year Blood War was a series, not a movie. I'm assuming that it was like a movie night and you guys weren't just watching the entirety of an anime. I guess that's also possible. Never been a Bleach person, and learning that Cloud is a Bleach person fits my world image of Cloud. Don't know why. Squee, you're very excited right now. Happy 6-month anniversary. Thank you for the tier 1 for 6 months. How are you doing, Squee? I hope everything's going well. I hope that work is working and hi. All I know about Cloud is she drinks water at more than 1 temperature. This is a thing that we know about Cloud, yes. Done that weird mistake twice lately. Am I capable of just hitting A? I might be able to. I was able to. You're good. We hired more people at work and you're not as stretched as thin. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I'm doing pretty good. I'm annoyed at how bad this run is. Ignore the fact that I'm ahead. This is not a good run, but that is how the rest goes. Wait, you just watched Bleach? Oh, wait, I don't know why I somehow saw the word just there. Not trash, just recycling. Yeah, kind of. Because this is an actual comparison to my PB. I'm just very much so de-rusting, and happen to have 7+ free minutes of time save. On account of strats are different now than when I last ran this category. Written into tropes. That is unfortunate. I'll be real, Squee, I read your message like 4 times before I processed that you were talking just in response to a thing that I said. I did the streamer thing of saying something and then forgetting what I said entirely. I'm not a goldfish. I'm like a goldfish when I'm streaming. I have a pretty fucking good memory, is the weird thing. Wait, PS5s play Blu-ray? PS4s do that? What movie did you see, Moonlit? You can watch The Backrooms. My coworker and I keep talking about The Backrooms. Because she doesn't understand the idea of, like, The Backrooms is supposed to be empty. She's like, but then it's not, like, good media. I'm like, yeah, but it's, like, not... It's not supposed to be good media. The entire point of it is that it's kind of in the background. And, like, it's allowed to change to be a movie and, like, make a good movie. I get why they do that. It's just not true to what The Backrooms was in its, like, original conception. And that's making her sound dumber about it than she is. She's just, like, giving the, well, of course they did it. It's a fucking movie take, which is, like, not my point about it at all. It's, like, this really... It's an argument where we're not seeing the other person's side. Like, there's not a full connection as to what the other person is saying happening. It's interesting. Oh, Masters of the Universe, a He-Man movie. Okay. I just ranted about a movie that wasn't even relevant. Yeah, so I mean, what I'll say is that it's, like, The Backrooms has a monster in it, because it's a horror movie with a monster. I get why they did it. I think there was a game that did the same thing, It doesn't make it, like, a bad movie. I think it can be a fine movie, and I will likely watch it when it's free on Amazon. Or, like, if I see it on a flight or something. It's how I usually consume movies. Free on Amazon or on a flight. Or, like, Netflix, right? I just feel like movies tend to be on Amazon. Exactly, Moonlit. Like, I totally understand that, and that's why I don't mind the movie doing what it's doing. I just also would personally enjoy if it were more true to what the backrooms are in, like, their original conception. That was a better light sword than I was expecting it to be. Neat. Yeah, a lot of people would enjoy it in either way, I feel like. It's just who's the audience that you're aiming for, and you are going to get a hell of a lot more people with what they went with. So it's like, well, duh. It's a fucking corporation trying to make money. Of course they're going to do the thing that will make them more money, right? That not perfect. No. That also... Okay. That didn't actually work, by the way. I have never heard of I Saw the TV Glow. And I'm guessing it's a gay movie somehow based on the following statement. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Moonlit. And, like, you know, it's not an argument where we're, like, fucking irate with each other or anything, right? He's just like, well, yeah, but that's how it is because that's how it is. And I'm like, yeah, duh. I'm not surprised that it is how it is. Fuck off. Can you fuck off? Yeah, like, I saw the Mario Galaxy movie. My take on the Mario Galaxy movie was that it was, like, a really good movie for going to a movie and watching a movie. And I know that that sounds like a really stupid statement. But, like, yeah, I didn't go to have a narrative spun up in front of me in, like, masterful detail, right? I went to watch the Mario movie. I expected to go, hey, there's jokes, there's Toad, there's Yoshi. Cool, we're done here. And that's kind of what I did. Galaxy movie was meh. Oh, I agree, I just had fun with it. It was a very meh movie. It can be meh and fun. Is basically the thing that I'm saying. What's up, Z? Cozy is a good way to put it. I do know what Z's saying about, like, fucking chock full of references. Like, almost too full of them, to where it was like, well, what the fuck is even happening anymore? It definitely felt like that to some degree at certain parts. What? Okay. Is the cycle possible when that happens? Maybe. That might be possible. Yeah, I can understand that. And I think that that's a case of it being an Illumination movie, is that it kind of does pander to, like, fucking TikTok kids who have zero attention span and watch all videos at 2x speed. So where you didn't have time to react to references, they would be, like, already poor, you know? So Squee. Maybe? I don't know that much about Squee. Hear you like that? Alright. Not horrible. If ADHD, not skibbity toilet brain rot, there's a difference. We kind of want to quote that. I don't have to exist in the same space as teenagers. I'm not usually late. I mean, that makes sense, actually, that I was late there. Because, the last... Fucking Christ. Because the last run that I did, I was late, so it doesn't surprise me that, like, I'm trying to compensate for having been early, going late. It's kind of the ideal situation. Okay. Grab the garage. That's the chest. Needs to be further down. Because now you know I'm rusty. I can't remember where the crotch is to do Zant crotch shot. Never have, Squee. He's swimming. There's a lot of, like, multiple good OSTs in Zant. And Zant has 6 phases, Z. This is the 5th phase. I see, Nosley. Oh, Neo Xander died, people said.
You would change this life.
Oh, absolutely, Squee. Abso-fucking-lutely he was. Alright, well this... nearly the end of this run. Or whatever this run actually was. Very fucking rusty. Like a holy. A PB will be a PB. I guess it's not necessarily a PB, because I can still, like... Well, I could crash on Zelda, but that's, like, if I felt like it. Or I could just get bad Zelda RNG for 4 fucking minutes and get a Zelda record. That is theoretically possible. But yeah, this will probably be a 253. I think of the 2-second teaser of OOT. I think that we got no information on OOT except that it's been confirmed to being made, which is cool. Anyway, 3-minute cutscene. Do you think that Midna was also a theater kid for this act? I think she might have been. I think that they largely showed it to, like, basically just say, yeah, it's here. Partially probably because of leaks, but I would also just see it as it is the time to announce things that are coming out around the holidays. And this giant creepy hand hair. I love Squidna. Got leaked, let's announce it, I guess. I mean, kinda. It's a very... I don't see that as a good business tactic, personally. That's just me, however. I personally would not have my content be leaked. I guess I'm built different. And that is why skipping that first barrier will never fucking be worth it. Because you literally just pull a bomb and drop it in front of yourself and wait. What are you doing? Did you just, like, moonwalk? What? Oh, I got the thing. I hit the Boko. He finally showed up. He caught up. Hi, Boko. I targeted the... Oh, are you kidding me? I don't think King Bulblin can interact with the Boko. I've had Bokos in the arena with King Bulblin. Okay. That should still work. I love that strat. It's so fucking goofy. You just blow yourself up. Alright. Even is my best possible time. Oh, it's still below 30, okay. Yeah, 52 is very unlikely. I don't even know if it's actually possible. I don't imagine it actually is. Giga Friends, by the way. An R optimal equipped right now. I know that I want Double Claw and Spinner, so let's just put on Spinner. I don't think there's any reason for anything else. No, this isn't the category that has the bow. That would be the only reason to have something else. Dude. That was certainly a thing that happened. Alright. Zelda. Not that lag. Okay, 8 minimum. Attack. Slow. Breath. Breath. 6. Zelda! Holy fuck, that was slow. Are you fucking kidding me? I did that early? Get me out of here. Holy shit. God damn. I like camera speed. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Do I want to finish this run? I'm not convinced that I do. Stop with your fucking ghost attack. Get hit. Not a part of the song you're supposed to fucking hear. Holy shit. It's still a fucking 53, but god damn, that was bad. I don't like him either. Kind of mean. How did I miss? Link, you're inches away from him. Fucking hell. Whatever. Holy shit. What do you mean I lost a minute in... That's basically a minute 15 in the final fights. Holy shit. I've had, like, 11 cycle Zeldas faster than that 8. Thank you guys for the GGs. I'm still baffled at that. That was I saved time on that Zelda. Holy shit. Failing a Zelda hit is a fucking ride. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.